This is a story about the road that Jack built. This is the entrance to our driveway. This, what you see right now, is what Laura and Charles built. This has been here for at least 7, maybe 8 years. Held up to concrete trucks, house coming in, other heavy equipment. So this is the road that Laura and Charles built. Have some mud puddles. Right there is where the electrical line came in. So of course there's water sitting there, which is fine. That'll be taken care of. But for the most part, this part of the road is sturdy. Holds vehicles. You can see the rocks, crushed concrete. This part of the road right here is where they had to cross over with the underground line for the electrical. And everything that you see on the right-hand side of the road is going to be where the electrical line is. Once it stops raining, it settles, we can fill it in, it'll be fine. Starting right about here, this is the road that Jack built. Now, looks good right here. It's up on top of a hill. Kind of on the narrow side right there. Now the road that Jack built is so good that there's already grass growing all over the road that Jack built. Not even 50 feet. This is still the road that Jack built. Now I understand. Some big trucks came over this road. Big trucks pulling a house came over this road. But this is what is left of the road that Jack built. Ruts. Holes. This is still part of the road that Jack built. Again, holes. Places where people got stuck when Jack built the road. That stays filled with water because Jack didn't build up that side of the road. Only reason that this part right here is really high is because this is where 2 or 3 loads of dirt was put, and it was just spread out before he put the rock on it. It was supposed to be the dirt for the house. Alright, now you would think that this was from Chico putting the line down. It's not all from Chico. This is from where a dump truck got stuck before Jack built his road, I'm sure. Again, this is still the road that Jack built. That, by the way, is stabilizing sand with nothing else on it. Okay. And what amazes me is the road that Jack built. It stops right here. This again is where the electrical came across the road. We filled it in with some Quickcrete. We've put in over 3,300 pounds worth of Quickcrete by hand today and yesterday. Now, mind you, there's my house. Here's where my road stops. There's my well. Here's where my road stops. There's my house. How do I get to my house when the road that Jack built stops here? Okay? Now, this is my yard. When the first skirting guy came to put up the skirting, he said, there's no way. I can't put the skirting around this house because of the way the foundation was done. So, my husband and I, through the use of a tractor, brought in more than 80 bucket loads full of dirt and clay from our property to help build up enough dirt around the house so the guy could put the skirting in. The second guy said the skirting wasn't put in correctly, so he had to come back and finish the job for the first guy. Now, you can't see it now, but right about there was a big pile of concrete and another pile of concrete. And with the help of the front end loader on a tractor, we moved said piles of concrete out of my front yard. Again, front yard. Whoop, I'm sinking. Still sinking. Alright, this is dirt that my husband brought in with the tractor so that dirt could be put up against the house, because to put up to code it's supposed to be up against the bottom so nothing can get through. This was nothing but the edge of where the concrete is up underneath that, and just a drop off, and chunks of concrete you can see some of them that were pulled out. Nothing but chunks of concrete. And that's what the edge of the foundation looked like. Just wide enough to put the house on. This is the back of my house. Okay. Very little dirt up around the foundation. What has been put up around the foundation is already starting to wash away. This is wet because that's where the air conditioner drains. Right underneath my porch, the air conditioner drains. And here is more concrete that we can't get to move right now because the tractor can't get back here. So that'll have to wait. And that's not as much concrete as we moved from the front. Again, there's the drain to my air conditioner right underneath the edge of the steps. And here's another huge pile of concrete. Literally, maybe 5 feet from the back of my house. Huge chunks of concrete just left. More concrete. Not a lot. It's my septic on the wrong end of the house because this is where my well was supposed to be. Because we have a barn that we're building. You probably can't see it through the trees and the brush. We have a barn that we're building back there. My well was supposed to sit down here so I could easily put my well water to my barn. Now my septic sits here. How far does water have to be piped away from septic? At least 100 feet, I believe. I've got a water spout there, then another one across the road, about over there where that cup is on the top of that post, that white cup. So I can't run water down this way. I'm going to have to come all the way around the other side of the house, 100 feet that direction, to eventually run water to my barn. Very convenient. Now, we talked about this more than once. Now, this is the road that people have been traveling in and on without any major problems. We've had some people slip and slide a little bit through this part right here. But mind you, Jack didn't build this road. This is just dirt from the property and bricks in the rut that we've put in there, and sackcrete. Over 3,300 pounds of sackcrete that have been put in ruts. Now, Mind you, that's my front door. Why did Jack's road not at least come to my front door? I don't know. That's the road that Jack built.